Is she a part of the solution or is she part of the problem? Yo, what's happening? This is Late Night CJ, and we back at it once again. Now, I came across this clip of this lady, and we're gonna get into it here in a second. We're gonna really chop this game up. She tried to break it down as far as what a woman should and shouldn't do when it comes to picking a man. And then I had to ask myself, what type of man is she really trying to pick? I think people have now confused males with men. They are not the same. They look identical, but they are not the same. So let's break it down. Cue the clip.
Want to sabotage your own relationship? Tell him these things. There are some things to never tell a man. In my 37 years, I'm telling you, anytime I've ever brought any of these things up, destruction. Number one, how much money you make. None of his business. Absolutely none of his business. He will resent you if you make more than him.
Baby, how much money you make, that don't intimidate us. If anything, it's inspirational. Why would I be intimidated by your hard work? Why would I be intimidated by your focus, your discipline, how you try to make yourself better? You went through the classes, the discipline, the student loans, the sleepless nights, writing papers, studying, putting it all together, all before ChatGPT, just to get yourself to a point where you have a better life and a better existence. Why would I be intimidated by that? That is inspirational. I am encouraged by that. That would make me want to step my game up. I want us to be equally yoked. I don't want you to be like, I got this bum dude. No, if anything, I see how you move. Not that I'm following your lead, but I can definitely take cues on how to lift myself up so that we can lift this whole thing that we got together up. But if I'm intimidated by your success, baby, that just make me a mark.
Number two, any traumas of past relationships. He will use this against you. This is a tool that they use. You were treated like a queen, nothing less.
I believe knowing about your past traumas actually helps us out. I need to know what you've been through so I don't even remotely start taking you down those trails again. I need to know all the little intricacies of past relationships so that when I start to see a little bit of a trigger on you, or if I start to see a little bit of something that makes you feel indifferent, I know how to get in front of it. See, a lot of times as men, we don't see ourselves as the in-house therapist. I need to know how I can help you be better. A better you makes a better me. A better me makes a better us. If I'm sitting up here and I'm stepping in a landmine and I don't know where these mines are, and I'm wondering why every time I step into a zone, things just blow up in my mind that are out of proportion, but in your mind are just normal things that a man should know. But if we don't talk about those past traumas as well as past successes, then guess what happens? It will be destructive. It will be against the grain. I want things to be smooth, baby.
Number three, that you bought anything for yourself. This is wild, but never tell a man that you bought something for yourself. It's always a gift.
Why would I be upset if you bought yourself something? To me, that sounds crazy. If you've worked hard, you've put in the hours, you have done these things. Now, if what you start buying becomes to the detriment of the household, like you just spend frivolously, or you at the casino and you just blowing money fast, you think you Big Meech. No. There's a difference. I believe that you should enjoy the fruits of your labor. I believe that if you do put in the hours, you do put in the work. Why does sacrifice always mean that you have to be at a deficit? No, sacrifice means that if it's between this and that, then I'm going to side with my family. But treating yourself to mani and pedi, or getting your hair done, or buying an outfit, or buying yourself perfume, personally, baby, I would take care of that for you. But if you want to do it for yourself because you got some free time and you just want to pamper yourself, by all means. What kind of man would be jealous of his woman taking care of herself? That's the difference. Males and men.
Number four, never offer to pay for anything when you're with him. Not a dinner, not a breath of air, not a blink. If he likes you, he'll pay for it. If he doesn't, next.
Never offer to pay, baby. Listen, if you with me, you with me. I wouldn't expect you to pay. But knowing that you'd be willing to is what I'd like to hear. I don't want you to. What kind of man sit there, he ordering a crab boil and all of that, then when the check come, I'll be back. Just like we don't want to sit there and watch you order lobster tails, crab, everything on the appetizer. You done ordered 5 daiquiris, done got lit, and then all of a sudden the check come up and you be like, you ain't got it? What kind of man am I with? Baby, that's inconsiderate. It's about consideration, not necessity. Just knowing that you be willing to do so is fire to me. It's just like cooking in the kitchen. Say I'm cooking and I like to cook big, so get out my way. But if you come in there and be like, do you need some help? I'm gonna be like, no, I got it. But if all y'all sitting on the couch talking about what time dinner ready, daddy, I'll be like, never. But just knowing that you be willing to is good enough for a real man, because I don't expect you to pay. That's facts.
Number 5, never tell a man that you like to work. A lot of you guys don't get this one. You come in with that picture. I love my job. I love going to work every day. No, I don't care if this is the best job, most money you've ever made. None of that man's business. He does not need to know that you love work. Men that like women who work are there to use you and not in their masculine. Next. Don't say mommy didn't tell you so. I love you.
I would prefer that you like your job, even to the point to where you love your job. I don't want you to leave the house every day dreading that your existence at work. I don't want you to leave the house when you get there, you sit outside of the building, staring at the building like, I hate this place. I hate the people in it. I hate my job. If it wasn't for the money, I would hope that this building burnt down on the way there. I don't want you to feel like that, because guess what? The whole time you're there, that animosity and anxiety is just building up, building up, building up, building up. You can't release it there. You can't get it off your chest there. So guess where you gonna get it off at? That sounded crazy. But guess where you are going to release it at? In the home. And that displaced aggression of you hating your job will land with us. You will walk in the house and we will ask you a basic question. Baby, what is it? What is it? You hungry? Do I look hungry? Is that a fat joke? Wait, whoa. Clock out. You ain't been home long enough to be that upset with me. But if you hate your job, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So I would love for you to love your job. I love it for you that you love your job. So in conclusion, this lady, in my opinion, being 37 years old, sound like she ain't got no man. She might have a significant other, but she ain't got no man. How can you give the young ladies that kind of advice? How can you put young ladies out there because she's an attractive woman, so she think like, oh, she got options, so if she got options, that's how you move? No, let me tell you about a beautiful woman with a bad attitude. She will immediately become ugly. Yes, the new car smell is there, but once we realize that this is a gas guzzler, once we realize that it is terrible on the mileage, once we realize that the ride is not smooth, once we realize that we gotta take it to the dealership to get an oil change, we gotta take it to the dealership just to get the lights changed, we gotta take it to the dealership just to unlock the tires, that is something that we will no longer want to deal with. Baby, this is a relationship. We are partners. You understand me? We're on the same team. We don't work against each other. Your success is our success and vice versa. When it becomes a competition between you and I, then who's the winner and who's the loser? You understand me? Because now it becomes a battle, and a battle between us does not make unity. It does not make any type of cohesiveness between us. There is no longer harmony in the house because one of us is trying to win and the other one is trying not to lose. I know that sounds redundant, but you understand what I'm talking about. Facts. That's life in the city of violation with the biggest house on the block. I'd rather live in love than exist in chaos and competition. Get you a real man, not a male. A boy is even worse. But this is Late Night CJ. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. 100. So you will share your fortune with a beautiful fool. No, never.